himself Abra Kadabra.
You and I have been enemies for years.
He said he was from the future.
He is 64th century.
Care to lend me a hand?
He has information that will save Iris's life.
I know who Savitar really is.
You shall not pass!
The Flash, all new this Tuesday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this Flash trailer video. So, just fresh off the musical episode, which had me mega hyped ever since it was first announced, we've actually got one of the most intriguing villains of the Flash to appear in the comics, and he's appearing this week, or next week, sorry, actually on the show. So it's a very intriguing character, someone who has played a big part, a very, very big part in the Watchmen mystery over in DC Rebirth at the moment. If you haven't heard about that, go check that out on my channel. Like I said, I do have videos of that going on. So let's take a look at just who Abra Kadabra is. So Abra Kadabra, aka Citizen Abra, was a magician. So if you really don't want any of this spoilt, please do come back after the video and, well, don't watch the rest of this, because I will be going into spoilers of this character's history. So let's jump in. As I said, Citizen Abra is another name that he can go by, and he was a magician in the 64th century. So a really, really far in the future character here. And, well, he was a magician in his own time, and during this time, obviously, this is so far advanced that magicians weren't really needed or wanted. It was incredibly niche, maybe kind of a bit like today, a bit of a parallel there. But what happens is he's so unappreciated that he goes back in time, a bit like the Reverse Flash, and it's very interesting, the parallels here again with Reverse Flash, who is someone from the future and was so revered. But this dude is literally a magician who no one really was a big fan of, but he comes back, and it turns out that he's not actually using any magic, but he's simply using the technology of the far future to cause a lot of trouble for Barry Allen and crew. And obviously he is from the future, just like he mentions in this trailer. They have been enemies for years, and he knows who Savitar actually is, and perhaps that he thought that, well, I'm going to go back in time just to when the whole Savitar shit was going down and cause all kinds of trouble. And this is where he's going to give the ultimatum for Barry to either let him go and know just who Savitar actually is. So a very, very big moral conundrum here for Barry, as they want to desperately know just who Savitar actually is. And Barry will actually be going to the future in a later episode called The Once and Future Flash. I've also got a video of that on my channel as well, if you are actually interested. So really, really cool things abound in this episode. Now, interestingly as well, Abra Kadabra was actually featured in the trial of the Flash and caused a guilty verdict for the Flash, which is an interesting parallel because, well, the whole trial of the Flash was featured in the Speed Force Visions, and some people, including myself, think that we could possibly get a trial of the Flash as Barry kills Savitar and is then put on trial for this. So just a little interesting parallel there for yourself. Now, I'm really hyped as well that we're getting Gypsy back. I think she's one of the best additions to the Arrowverse this season, this whole block, across the entire tree, from Legends of Tomorrow right through to Supergirl. And I'm absolutely loving her on this show. I love her and Cisco's vibe that's going on there. And I really do think that it'd be cool to see her on this show as possibly a very, very big and often season regular. Now, I'm excited to see just how much he knows about Abra Kadabra. I think this is going to be a very, very fun episode to watch, and interested to see how much he's actually caused on this Earth. Has he actually just caused a lot of trouble over on Earth 19? If so, I hope we see more of the Accelerated Man as well. But that's it for this video. Please do drop a like. Please do subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye.